Stop motion animation is why I decided to start making videos for the Brick Garage. I work in the film business. I'm a professional on a fairly large science fiction show. But in my free time, I like to do stop motion animations, and action figures was the best way that I thought I could do that. So without having to build my own puppets, I started picking up Hot Toys. And this is my first Hot Toys action figure. This is the Darth Vader from The Empire Strikes Back. He's a 1/6 scale figure, and he comes with a bunch of cool accessories. And I thought, as well as doing my animations, I should do some reviews on how these guys move as far as using them for stop motion, if the investment is worth it. Here's the figure in the display case back here. I'll dig him out and we'll go over to the table and have a look at how he moves for animation. So as you can see, I've got a bit of a hot set here while I work on my Boba Fett stop motion video. There's only so much room in the Brick Garage, not very much. Anyway, here's the Darth Vader 1/6 scale figure. I've got that tree in the background for Darth Vader and not the Boba Fett video. The clouds are for Boba though. As you can see, he is an amazingly detailed figure. The head moves nicely. If you watched any of my stop motion videos that I posted with him so far, you'll know that in my very first video, I had trouble with this little piece on the end of his breather. It broke off and I had to reattach it. So it actually still looks pretty good. I've chosen to use the hand that actually doesn't come with the lightsaber. This lightsaber is separate. So there's the lightsaber. That comes on its own. And then there's another one. So this one does not light up. There's a second lightsaber with an arm that actually glows. I chose this one because it allowed me more flexibility with the arm movement and hand movement. And then I just did the lightsaber in post-production with a plug-in, which I can link to for After Effects. You can see he's very detailed. All these guys turn on. I think I've killed the batteries, unfortunately. Oh no, there we go. There's a good look at a couple of the lights on that he comes with. The detail just is mind-blowing with these things. One of the other things about this figure that is really quite amazing is that the helmet comes off. Now this was a drag for animating because it's hard to get it to sit perfectly as you're moving the head around. So there's the helmet. You can see that there. And then you can see if you turn his head, it actually exposes the scars of Anakin Skywalker from his battle on Mustafar with Obi-Wan. You may also be wondering how I got Lord Vader to stand up in the video, because they don't really want to stand up on their own. So I did use a rig to control him, to keep him standing up, but to attach to him, it wasn't really any good point to rig to, so I did two things. I got some blue sticky tack and stuck it on his feet, here and here, and actually I did the heels too when I was shooting with him. So that kept him steady. And then I actually got a piece of thick armature wire and wrapped it around his waist, and I'm gonna leave it there because it's been really effective, and down, so you can see the edge of it right there. And then at the back, that was the point I grabbed to, and because he's got his cloaks, it just stays nicely hidden back there. So that was my trick for keeping Vader standing up. Now I haven't done any complicated walks with him yet. Walk cycles are going to be a different story. I'm not real slick with those yet anyways, but Vader would be a good one to practice with. Photographically, you know, this is a movie accurate figure. But as far as the movement is concerned, the joints, because of his armor, which is so realistic looking, are really limited. That's about as high as you can go with his arms. So I was hoping to do some fight scenes with this figure. I'm not sure I'm really going to be able to. I mean, maybe. I'll have to start experimenting a bit and see. That's it. So that's part of the figure being so realistic, is that you just don't get the movement. I suppose it's because of the outfit, but the movement in the joints is really limited by all this stuff, all of his armor, which looks terrific. Again, these guys were not, whoop, and there goes a hand. I kept having that happen when I was shooting too. they don't attach that well. So you really need to get it into the position you want. I think most people will just be displaying these guys and leave it, because everything is just a little bit loose as far as its connections are concerned. If Vader was gonna kick, that's as high as he's kicking. I mean, you know, I know he's old, but not a ton of flexibility there. And you can see it's putting stress on the pants, so I don't really want to wreck his outfit. One of the other great things about these figures that really drew me to them as far as their usefulness is concerned in animating is the props they come with. This is from the battle from The Empire Strikes Back on Bespin with Luke Skywalker, the platform, and it's really just a stand, but it's so cool looking. And there's even, now I did try and animate this, which was tricky, the blinking lights. Who knows if I'll use them much as far as animations are concerned, but to just throw in the display case when I'm not using them, it's really, really an awesome feature of it. Let's open up the box and see what other goodies Lord Vader came with. So there's all the hands. They don't attach that well though. I wasn't real thrilled with how they attach. It's hard to get them on, and I think it's because of the suit, or just the thickness of the suit makes it hard for the hands to attach. So they're a little tricky. Again, for taking a photo or displaying, no big deal. For animating, it makes it a bit of a challenge, makes them difficult. To animate, it's really tricky. There's far too many moving parts here, which you would think is a bit counterintuitive, but I didn't really want to use this guy. So there's the switch there. I'll just turn it on in a second here. So there's the saber on, and it is a bit underwhelming. The glow kind of only makes it halfway up, the actual lightsaber blade. So yeah, it just didn't offer enough for me to want to use it. For displaying, maybe it's cool, although changing the batteries is not that easy. They're really tiny little batteries. I forget what kind they are, LR621s. So sort of a specialized small battery. Yeah, I've been keeping the lights off as much as possible, unless I needed them for a shot. But this arm, I didn't really use at all. Again, for somebody's display, maybe it's something you would want, but it wasn't for me. So all around, this figure is amazing. It really wasn't made to be animated. I'm taking liberties, it's what I'm choosing to do with the figure, but he's made to be posed and left alone. As far as animating is concerned, if you're going to try it, I would say beware and be prepared to, you know, possibly have things break. You have to accept that your $400, $350 figure might end up damaged at the end of it. But photographically and for display, amazing. Just such a cool figure. So I would definitely highly recommend it. As I say, the Boba Fett video will be coming soon. And next time I will unbox the Emperor Deluxe version, which includes his throne. Also an amazing figure. All these Hot Toys are spectacular. Thanks for watching.